Everything's get situated, ready to go. Getting knife round handled. TGJ able to win it out, likely to stay on the CT side. And Glitchtech will have to start on the CT side against TGJ. Be nuke and best one, make it rather dangerous. Plans very little utility, just a single smoke and flashbang. We'll see how they attempt to use it effectively. And with it, Farkas trying to get that tight pixel angle, able to get the first contact against Vision, trying to use that P250. Not able to connect the shot. And they're trying to go out for an explosive play out Squeaky onto this A bomb site. Able to use that smoke to try to give some space, but unable to find anything. Rasmo able to find two. Farka to get Host outside and leave Lake left in a 1v5. Starting to get tagged, surrounded from multiple angles. Be unable to find much as Farka takes him out, ending himself with a 3K at the end of the round. We can start into the very dangerous second round. Glitchtech willing to go for this force. Able to get space outside. Vision's aware of some of these potential angles as he cross. Host able to get past into secret stairs. Trying to patiently wait for any late aggressive pushes through the tunnels. Won't be finding anything just yet. Though Lake himself certainly will be making some noise. Finding some chaos around Squeaky. Farka trying to get some outside info. Trying to slow walk through garage. Might be able to catch a Deagle off guard, but Vision's able to swing and catch Farka down. Before he can find that much damage onto a player. Haas trying to throw a flashbang mini to help his team out. Could leave himself exposed. Tagged by the scout, finished off by the MP9s up to Rasmo. Getting traded immediately. And X-Real able to go up the vent, able to find one, trying to get that second. Bursted down, but tagged down. Rainia able to get that trade rather quickly and leaving it to a 1v1. And Rainia dropping down to the B site. Zero does have the information, but has to go for the rotate and deal with the afterplant. Just dropping down. And it appears he got heard. The running's noticed. Able to find one straight spray shot. Rainia rather low. Trying to avoid the Deagle so far. In position correctly, not get taken down. Takes another Deagle shot. Lives with 5 HP to get that clutch. Stealing away second round in favor of Glitchtech. The question is whether TGJ are interested in doing the same with less cash in the USPs, and it looks like they will be. Going for the Deagle force. Zero will be focusing on saving a little bit more, trying to keep that AWP available the next time it's purchased. And it's Haas just to go for the quick vent drop. Able to clear that angle. Molly towards the double doors. And with that, ensure some control onto the B site as the rest of the team drops and runs on through from ramp. Alex able to do a spare shot with the Glock. Get information there's players there and hard clear them both out. On site isn't exactly taken. Host almost getting taken down, down to 1 HP as he's barely alive, spammed by the Deagle. With it now, things should calm down, start to come to a close. X-Real trying to clear towards control. And Barca towards ramp to try to find an exit. Not finding anything just yet, and Haas trying to lurk and get that bonus cash. Ramp exit denied. Info of X-Real's found. Able to take down Lake. Haas has just 1 HP to try to catch him out with this other SMG. And the info's given away. It'll be an easy tag, but he misses the headshot on the third. Able to find two, but won't be able to get away with anything at the end of the round. TGJ will be forced to a more proper save in this one. Won't have much room to be able to adjust. And with that in the single P250, you have a very elaborate strategy if they want to get something to happen. Both Haas just lurking in from the side here, able to find one, does get immediately headshot, does add that vulnerability, but able to keep his life for now. X-Real finding one with the P250 helps, but the rest of his team is taken down. Meanwhile, Zero last alive with just that USP. Going to try to lurk to catch someone off by surprise here. Like jumping on through, trying to clear around, gets the first shot onto his head, but is able to take him down before a second can find him and take him down. Tech able to safely convert the next round. Keep up a lead 3-1. As the first full buy with AWP for Zero comes on in. That being the case, Rainey's going to pop some windows for a potential A execute. With it, Farka able to play around red. Catch vision, take him out early into this round. It's up to Lake to try to feign some presence at least towards outside. Make sure they don't push aggressively. So with 5 players, it can be very easy to abuse the positions obtained. They do have to deal with the fact that Host has gotten into B. So they seem unaware of this. Farka has missed him getting on by. Just holding for more crossing. With that, Lake trying to be very patient with the bomb, tossing it to Rainian. Doesn't want to get spotted with it as he throws a nade. And a flashbang being thrown out. Interested in faking that A take, and Haas is just waiting for an info. Might be able to catch Serial by surprise. But now the info's given away. The indication that's going to be on B. Serial's able to take him down, barely taking any damage. Meanwhile, though caught in the open getting tagged, Farka needs to give him some help. Able to catch one now. This nade directly keeps Serial, but he's able to stall, keep himself alive, find a second, and it's Lake left in a 1v4. Bomb on the ground of the site. Plenty of time for all 4 of these players to rotate. And they're all patiently waiting, making sure to get an effective trade potentially onto him. But the drop down from Lake's going to catch him by surprise. But he's able to jump on by, land the flick almost onto ramp. And that could have been a mad situation if he found the next in a clean fashion. But the door will cause enough panic that he's unable to react. Gets taken down, TGJ able to convert that full buy. And then they can find this one. Next, start building that CT lead, resetting Glitchtech's economy. Able to get decent control, just need to continue getting these early picks and keeping map control with it. Blind op shot, won't be able to find anything just for now. As the squeaky utility wars begin. It's X-Real to creep up on the ramp. Interested on finding an engagement here. And just hold, ready for a push to come on out once again. And while it's outside being taken control by Glitchtech. Have a very deep angle of Farka hiding in garage, just waiting to catch a player, trying to push into mini with the off angle. But instead, you can call that there's 2 players running under him and around. This a clear towards that stairway, and Haas has obtained full decon control. Maybe even willing to go out onto the site, get that first contact with X-Real. Loses the duel. Has a man disadvantage, but they do have a lot of map control around. But still, Rasmo able to find 1 and 2 with that FAMAS. Rainier only able to find 1. And now it's Vision left 1v4 to try to make something happen. Trying to lurk on late through the vent. Able to find the first. Still has multiple players to worry about through all sides. Able to find the second, but wide swings back into the remaining 2, and it'll be the op of Zero to take him down. TGJ to even it up 3-3. Break that economy of Glitchtech. Economy of Lake and Host has stuff to work with, but overall, they're going to have to stick together and do an eco. Make sure they save money for an AWP in the next. And just allow TGJ to get this lead back. It looks like they're interested, willing to run through this fire. Up to X-Real, able to find 3. Finally gets traded by the 4th of Fission, but still already 2v4. Just a single Deagle, able to pick up that M4. They seem, interestingly enough, willing to try to reset it. Zero's holding for a lurk past the smoke. Which doesn't seem to be coming on in. Trying to trade the pistols. Making sure they both have a weapon each. Still keeping this bomb down. And Alex trying to go for some info. Could get his leg shot out. Has to be very careful of how much he exposes. And Zero gets just the tag. Molly's top heaven just to cover himself. Vision's cautious of any lurks behind. Trying to take control room, which are happening just now. Zero's walking on through. Has the ZZ out. Could be caught at just the wrong time. But Dasher's able to come in to support and take him down. And Alex has his knife out as Farka's clearing out Hell. TGJ is able to keep that 4th rather clean on their scoreboard. Only having 1 player go down. Glitchtech are able to continue forth with their next buy. That being the case, see how Glitchtech try to adjust, try to find these openings. They're able to find this space, lurk in a secret, get control under B, but unable to get these picks. And this time around, Zero is a very deep position, able to catch the back of Rainier left completely exposed. On top of it, X-Real's pushed on forward. Hard clears Hast. Fantastic crosshair alignment, and it's already a 3-on-5. Round essentially sealed, perhaps past a miracle happening at this point. Zero's still holding this ramp, scoped on in. Glitchtech trying to get some outside control. Trying to obtain back that space and work around it. Need to get multiple picks. With it, Vision able to clear that standard angle X-Real's been using a while outside. Able to be prepared for it and take him out on the engagement. Bark with that Molly throw is going to give away his position. They're going to start focusing more towards this angle. His flashbang's avoided. He tries to run out. Gets tagged slightly, but able to get out away. That's still brought to a 3-on-4. Players huddled up around this A bomb site. As they try to work on getting this outside control, taking heaven, giving themselves the best possibility. But Lake is able to one-tap Rasmo in the head. First shot, and Bent gets hard cleared. Bent shot misses, and Dasher's able to get those trades to allow them, the remaining 3 players, to surround and enclose the remaining Glitchtech attack. Taking out those last 2 remaining players. Keeping the lead 5-3. Once again, will be Glitchtech on the Deagles. Struggling to get these openings. Just the most important thing to work with. Getting that advantage and then keeping it. Nuke's one of those maps hard to build from behind. They're just hoping someone pushes through that smoke. X-Real's just throwing a molly to cause some trouble. Try to clear that trophy room out. Try to find some punish damage. Won't find much, but does do a little to Alex and Fission. M4 will still one-shot them regardless. He tries to run on back. First top shot missing. Zero will be able to find the second. And X-Real going aggressive, if anything. Trying to push on behind them. And now all 3 of these players just waiting. Understanding his position. But he tries to separate the duels. Runs out of mag. It's up to Zero to get the tag. Takes down 1 with the ZZ. Scopes on in. And it's Dasher holding with the spray. Tagging Rainier down further. Not finishing his mag off. But Rainier is still surrounded at every single corner. It'll be Zero to close it off. 3 frags in the round. And X-Real having a fantastic game so far. Able to get these picks, win these individual duels, and just shut down any progress or potential for Glitchtech to get an advantage. Being a real thorn in the side. One benefit is there's only been 1 AK stolen over at the moment, but that cash is starting to build. Zero with 8,700, Barca with 6K. And no money in reserves left for Glitchtech, just this next full buy they've put on in. This time Rasmo's adjusted, gone down the vent. Make sure there's no lurks onto that B bomb site. But they have left ramp open, and this we found out in moments. But it's just enough to allow X-Real to rotate to hold this position off. Dasher's trying to shoulder peek for some info, throw a flashbang. Slow down what might be an A attack, default some. So they try to use this utility, keep them away from any progress into these bomb sites. Dasher just waiting until the right moment to throw that smoke. We'll just go for it now instinctively and focus on Squeaky, willing to give up main. And X-Real's behind the entire attack, able to find one and just back on to Trophy. The only benefit is Hostage trying to lurk from outside, able to find Barca, get some revenge, keep it an even 4-4. Time ticking down, 40 seconds left. Rania able to hard clear Dasher's position. They still have to worry about that Trophy flank this entire time, and the bomb's been dropped. Rasmo to find 1 and a second in the vent. Blake to finally spam him down, but X-Real's on that rotate through the hut, trying to pre-fire him down, but Zero from below will be able to spray down Lake with the ZZ as he tries to drop on down and get TGJ up the lead 7-3. Glitchtech failing to find a way on through just this moment. Well, match pause. Can take a moment to relax. Hopefully everyone's having a good UK afternoon. Cool to see X-Real having a fantastic performance. I haven't seen these guys play before. Cool to be able to commentate some of them as well as our team at the same time. Glitchtech. Mentioned, believe some of the TGJ people are here, so thank you for coming here to support this stream. As well as your own team in the process. Help support all around the ESEA scene. Haas jumping over that smoke gap will give his head away, get tagged down to 8. Zero with this AWP will easily finish off the job, getting that man advantage. They just try to take contact 1 by 1 of this A site, just giving the duels away. Dasher finally taken out. Vision only able to find 1. Still has 78 HP. Tagged down a little bit more, down to 68. Just tries to spam down Rasmo through the door. Takes 4 shots to do so. And Varka will be able to immediately get that trade. TGJ up 8-3. Glitchtech running out of rounds to cause a recovery, to keep it competitive and not a very scarily scoreline going into the CT side. T-side nuke can certainly be challenging if you can't get those openings, which has been a struggle. TGJ have been taking a lot of aggressive risk and them working out. Fantastic utility to keep control of even the slightest position. Getting this harassment utility in. And always being conscious of where they've kept the map open. Real throwing that smoke, just trying to delay every second possible. Not giving Glitchtech any room to work with. They know they have outside under control. Nade will land on Haas and Alex, bringing 3 of these players sub 1-shot headshot of that M4 as Lake's fully sprayed down. And this attack becomes even more fragile. Haas tries to lurk on close inside this smoke, just waiting for his timing to explode out of it. Dasher throwing a late smoke vent. Trying to go for a couple of spare shots. Overall, just now, that lurk's coming in X-Reel. And the timing to be perfect. Alex is holding for it, though. Not backing out, but still winning the duel despite that. And now this bomb's been dropped. And he just keeps walking further forward. Almost taking down the operative vision. Rainia's able to take him down just in time. But those last two remaining players run into Rasmo and are taken out as they line up. TGJ up 9-3. Check could work with some SMGs here. Depends on how they want to manage this economy. But most importantly, don't have that much to work with. Have better utility. Still have some pistols. But struggling to find anything. Able to default that outside control, try and do standard play. Molly will delay that push. The least won't fully deny it. Rasmo walks on through. And blind spray from Farka is able to tag down two fairly heavily. Rasmo's just waiting for this contact. Flashbang give info that they're pushing this way. We'll be able to get the first. Gets mollied out of position. Just uses smoke to block vision. Keep control of that window room. Causing more trouble. Trying to hold it. Able to stay alive with 2 HP. And X-Reels come in to support. Haas is able to find one. But Zero is able to deny Lake this ramp rotation. And it's just Haas left. And another impossible 1v4. Not going to be much for him to do here. Just 31 HP and a deagle. It's 40 seconds to work with. Bomb left in the open. Multiple players holding it. So he just tries to find information of anyone bound to leave himself far too exposed. As he tries to find out where any of these players are, holding just the right amount of passive positioning. Farka trying to use that shot as information to potentially push on through and able to finally take him down. With that, TGJ able to get to double digits. Glitchtech, one more full buy. Or possibly stuck with just 3 rounds going into the CT side of Nuke. Could be a nightmare to deal with. With the Dasher throwing that nade, it's going to punish. And it's a double nade, in fact, bringing Vision down to 11. Could die just simply trying to go on the cross. The mollies force him outside on this position. Lake has a good positioning on this lurk to punish X-Reel this time around. But still has to worry about another player, and Rasmus able to get that trade. But Haas and Vision able to take down one each, able to get these individual plays and some space into this A bomb site. And just Rasmus holding it alone, getting a double, leaving it to a 2-on-2. Trying to make sure to molly Rasmus outside of the hut and hold for heaven. But they'll have to worry about this op crawling through mini. Able to find this first pick any second. They have to worry about is Rasmus able to take down the first from Squeaky. Zero just walking through mini, just holding angles, just collectively waiting for that peek to come on out and finding that headshot. Rasmo with an ace to clutch the round and get TGJ 11. Absolutely insane performance. At just the moment, Glitchtech find an opening, could have built this into a 5-10, able to deny it and position it to be 12-3. As a timeout for this last round, manage their money, get what they can. So with that bomb plant, they at least can tuck in another buy. Not the worst case situation. The main nightmare will be the scenario they end. Have to switch on the CT side and try to reset their mindset, play just as dominantly as TGJ has on the first half. Rasmo and X-Reel almost with 20 frags each. Rest of the team doing fantastic, but not having to do that much with these two's absolutely ludicrous performance so far. Well, it's a bit of a hard time. Haas trying to default some outside control. stop any crazy pushes, do some blind fire towards the garage. Be able to find anything as they drop on down. Glitchtech could be found as they all line up. Get taken down one by one and effectively create a crossfire to hold an outside push. And they get melted apart on the swap. TGJ up 12-3. Going on to the next half. Not sure if they'll be able to find any way to adjust. Pistol round will certainly be a key. Keep in mind, too, those 3 rounds being found after stealing away the second round. Means that the T side was almost non-existent entirely. May need a lot of work in the future. Somewhat struggle on the individual duels, but a lot of opportunities accidentally given away. Why struggle, and TGJ able to capitalize on it. Not an impossible comeback, but certainly an unlikely one. Seemed like a player's taking a moment to restart his PC. Alex possibly having technical issues this whole time, just trying to get out of the problems in the situation. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed the first half so far. Sure to try to follow the stream, get notifications on to keep up for more of these teams' games. So you want to keep up to date and support the squad. I do my own thing, Twitch and Twitter at Trevor Fictor, so if you ever want to see what I'm up to as well. Always worth giving that a shot. That being the case, players running outside, goofing about, still waiting for that 5th to reconnect. So be sure to go to the bathroom real quick, shouldn't miss much. Give it 3 more minutes before we return and back to go. Will be my intuitive assumption. But we'll have to see, as Alex has just reconnected. Just keep in mind, if TGJ get this pistol, this game could be resolved rather quickly. Have to worry about all that. Weapons out. Paz trying to swing on through, getting tricked up on the fence a little bit. Trying to take that first ramp contact as they're rushing through. Not able to find anything just yet. And it's enough to make them run away, actually. As they don't find that first pick. Willing to re-engage. Just trying to bait and feign control. Pushing in multiple different angles. Still player holding the control room as Rainier and Haast able to find 3 together. Get that bomb down. Have ramp under control and even smoke it off. But Zero's ready for this lurk. Takes Lake down. Able to steal the USP. But they do have one issue. Alex just holding on close here. Spraying down one with that CZ-75. Able to have info. Zero's close. Trying to push towards him. And just hold on and spray him down. With that Wild Rodeo pistol AK. With that, Glitchtech able to find that round. Need to convert the second cleanly as well. But can get in the position to slowly start building it back into this. Have the MP9s and a scout in play. And a bunch of deagles. TGJ with a few smokes and flashes. Ready to brew up some trouble. Do have 3 MP9s stacked up here, ready for the assault. Just waiting for that initial point of contact. Be all up to the timing. These nades land just right. Glitchtech may be caught left defenseless in giving away 13. Just like trying to wait for that smoke to fade away. And just now, going for a re-smoke. Make sure to keep that weapon out. Keep using that utility. Lock them out of this A bomb site. TGJ just waiting for all that utility to be spent to do good economy damage without having to take much of a risk. As X-Real just quietly walks in alone, gets taken down. No trade found. All these players willing to stay, and the Squeaky's open. Real Mode just trying to hold, hope for a peek towards the hut, but instead it's just Squeaky Molly getting Rasmo off that position. And Lake trying to hold close, able to dodge that deagle shot, fortunately for him. Try to hold on close. Haas directly above the hut, able to catch Dasher trying to swing on out, gets denied. And now they're just slowly going one by one, trying to get something on this A site. Barca able to find one. But it'll be Haas to find his own third in the round. Rainier coming in from behind as Haas takes down the last remaining to end it with 4 and an extra 2,400 in his bank. Good money built on up, and they'll be able to continue as they treat this as a bonus round. Bomb plant denied. So they get a 6th. And little other than the Glocks and some flashbangs for them to work with. Willing to grab a single deagle on Farka, but still. It'll be very difficult to snowball that into something to be afraid of. As the Glock Dasher is immediately taken out early. And now is willing to push on further. They have been able to get this Ninja bomb plant able to drop through the vent onto that B bomb site. And even gets a pick. But that'll be all that's found. A little bit of good damage. M4 is recovered. Even taking a deagle along the way. But a very good round. Able to get a pick with minimal investment, as well as that bomb plant for that bonus cash going into the next round. Will certainly leave the players scratching their heads a little. Classic slight mistake. We'll give them that money they need. Glitchtech needing to successfully convert against multiple full buys. Despite that, taking a risk. Only have the 2 MP9s and a scout. Just 2 M4s in play. To go against a full rifle stack of AKs. Make this a very difficult round to convert, but taking a risk trying to get backroom control early, which is significant considering the fact that full B tunnels has been lost and will be the B site soon enough with it. With that B molly, that's going to give it away. They deny that vent rotation. They're able to smoke off that window room, which could cause a bit of an issue. That's where they're trying to take from. Have to go through double doors, getting mollied out. This take being denied. Lots of trouble caused. Farka and Rasmo able to keep it a man advantage for now. And they just back on out. Back up to that A site. Start working on that bomb plant as Farka tries to lurk on through. And catch them rotating back out. Shoots the back of Rainier as Dasher catch Alks. And its vision suddenly left in a 1v3 of what looked like a round position to be theirs. So we're getting that tag, and Barca's already on this lurk behind as well. He'll be unable to find anything as TGJ get 13. Position is in fact set up. Double M4s on Vision and Rainier. So they invest everything they can. Haas has to go with an MP9 once again. They're trying to put everything they can into this. The game will fall apart if they lose this round. Certainly have too little of a chance to get back into it. This is what they have to work with for potentially the rest of the half. For quite a while. I'll try to control being held, and Haas is up close. Perfect flashbang, able to get a tag on his arrow. Able to land a beautiful smoke to deny Vision up close past that doorway. Lovely way to block entrance into the tunnels and keep them in the secret stairs. That nade will be a little bit too early. But the important thing is that CQB AWP. Trying to find a position, and Haas is willing to go more aggressive, setting up in the vent to be able to rotate on the fly. TGJ Sports stays focused on this outside control they have, but able to clear out CT, take out Vision. And now Alex has to worry about Heaven. Too many angles to worry about, and they start flooding on in. Trying to go late from the vent. Alex trying to catch someone by surprise. Haas able to find two, but instead it's just Rania left in a 1v3. Rasma with the 3K on the site take. And just this AWP left. Smokes and mollies around every corner. Won't be able to find much space into this trade potential already set up as well. Rania can't find anyone through the gap. Able to find the first with a clean shot. Rania trying to find a second player. This location, but unable to get it. And with that, it's going to set up for the save, but scope in, misses a shot. Able to land the second quickly onto X-Reel. And Dasher's going to try to hunt down this weapon, rotating far outside. But Rania should be far enough away to save it. But it will be a save against 6-14. 2 rounds away from losing the map. In a rather dominant fashion, struggling on that T side far too much. Things seem destined for problems. It's just a couple of deagles, just this one AWP. But they're running out into A. Vision's able to get the first, misses the second, and the rest of his team's been taken down. Rania caught out from Zero lurking, and Haas is left in a 1v4. No ability to re-pick back up that AWP. Just locked out on Mini. Heaven being constantly molly, but the molly misses actually. He is able to work his way over there. But they're already boosting a player up to Heaven to clear it and ensure that as he goes up that ladder, his head gets taken out. Even going to grab that AWP on the way out. And with it, Glitchtech have to get 9 in a row just to bring it to OT. TGJ destined to close this out. And match pause. One last chance for Glitchtech to think about. No hope being shown, but at least trying to position for success. That time ticking. No utility on Vision at all. Nade's a little bit lower on the rest of the other 4 players. AWP and all AKs for TGJ. All the position and control needed. This in just the right place. I'm going to try to go aggressive initially into ramp. Smoke off the control room. Not interested in pushing into trophy just yet, and it's a good thing since Dasher is holding for the push. Able to find one, starts pre-firing, able to find both of them. Still a third on ramp, and Haas trying to rotate on this flank to take Dasher down. All 3 of these players collectively together on ramp. And this A site's been left for the taking, and it's been recognized as they flood on through from outside. Molly off every single back and have an entrance. And just hold, starting to pre-nade. Keeping them back and away. And even willing to push into hut, take that risk. Able to take down one early. And Haas able to find that double, bring it to a 2v2. Lake able to find one. It's a 2v1 situation. Bomb plants in the open. Barca getting tagged down to 47. Not able to win it out. Haas with a 4K to keep Glitchtech alive at least for a second longer. As they get recovery and get that defuse and make it 7-15. Still a very long way to go. Do have at least some slight weapon upgrades with that AK and AWP, but one of the players having to drop down to an MP9. Too many weapons lost. And TGJ still able to fully invest everything they need. And interested in trying to close it fast. Barca just running on out, holding outside Squeaky. Waiting for someone to peek him on Hut. Only thing for him to expect will be swinging on out. And as he hears this player running on close, he might be able to get the timing and surprise. Able to hear all this info towards Mini. Just has this position, just has to hold on to it and be able to abuse it. Haas trying to lurk outside, take this duel against this AWP. Might have been able to see that shoulder and get back off of it. With it, willing to fully give up outside. Go for one counter molly to try to deny outside execute nades. As they run on out, Zero able to take down Lake with that AWP. Haas trying to go in for this retake. B site has been lost. Mollied and smoked off. 45 seconds ticking and less players. Last two on ramp. And Rainio with just a nade out won't be able to hold the door as X-Real pushes out, takes out the remaining other two, and 16-8. TGJ absolutely controlled the server and the pace for most of the game. An amazing performance on them on Nuke.